One of my followers asked, how can I be more confident? And I think that is such a wonderful question because it acknowledges that confidence isn't a personal trait. The world is not broken up into confident people and not confident people. We all have confidence within us. It's a question of how can we access that confidence? How can we build it within us? So today we're going to talk about a few of those options. First, I'd like to suggest that you try taking small risks, just little baby steps, not so much that it overwhelms your nervous system and makes you spin out and get nervous and panicky, but enough that it feels like a stretch, something that you haven't tried before, but that failing at it wouldn't cripple you, wouldn't trigger feelings of guilt and shame. Because when we take small risks without triggering our nervous system, then we have an opportunity to celebrate that win. When we can lean in and say, wow, I did that thing. That's pretty great. Go me. Then that starts to build that confidence, starts to build that feeling that I can do things. I can be strong and empowered and accomplished without, again, going into all of those feelings of nervous and panic. So the first step is taking small risks that are a stretch so that we can celebrate those wins. The second thing is paying attention to our inner dialogue, the words that we use in our head to describe ourselves, to describe what we're doing and how we're doing it, because our words matter. So when we can change our inner dialogue away from the language that makes us feel small and bad and change it into something that makes us feel strong and empowered, that reinforces those feelings for the future because practice makes pathways, right? Every time we practice something, we create those neural pathways and reinforce them so that they're better and more effective moving forward. Our brains are always looking for efficiencies and want to get better at the things we do a lot of. Practice makes pathways. So changing some of that inner dialogue into, hey, I'm really getting better at this. Or, wow, I'm so glad that I did that. And maybe it didn't go exactly as I wanted, but it's a step in the right direction. These opportunities to change our inner dialogue can be so impactful on our mood, our emotions, our relationship to our activities. And third, I'd like to talk about posture. There was a lot several years ago about power poses, and some scientists got really up in arms about there's no science to support that. And there's a lot of debate back and forth. But what I think you'll find if you look at your posture is when we sit up straight, when we open our chests, we feel better, we feel stronger. As opposed to if we collapse in on ourselves and we go, oh, and my energy is so low and it's hard to muster the strength or the willingness to do anything. I think part of that is because our nervous system has a better flow through when we're standing upright. Our blood moves better, our nerves aren't, crimped. So standing up, opening our chest can be hugely impactful to our feelings of confidence. Again, practice makes pathways. If we've been, leaned over, collapsed in on ourselves, our muscles might need some time to strengthen enough to be open. But if we practice it, then our muscles strengthen and it becomes easier and easier to stand in that place of confidence, that openness to possibilities. So just to revisit, the first thing, take small risks that give you an opportunity to stretch and celebrate those wins when you get that accomplishment. 2, Pay attention to your inner dialogue and look for opportunities to switch it up into something that feels more powerful, more nourishing, that gives you that feeling of confidence. And 3, look for opportunities to open your chest, to stand up straight and claim your power for yourself. If you're looking for more opportunities to develop confidence, come on over to aurorajmiller.com. I've got lots of tips and tricks there. Again, I'm Aurora J. Miller. This was You Ask, I Answer. Do you have a question that you'd like me to address in a video? Drop it in the comments or DM me. I'm Aurora J. Miller at pretty much everywhere. And of course, if you want another dose of hope, please stop by the YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and we'll get more doses of hope into your inbox. Thanks so much.